Sorry for being late.
So Leylah, bit of a roller coaster match out there. Just try and talk us through it as best you can.
Yes, it was definitely of the one tough match. It had everything. It had great moments, bad moments. It had spectacular moments from both players, and I was just super happy that I was able to play in front of my home crowd, and also that at the end of the match, my body feels amazing. So that is a huge positive. That's the biggest win that I can ask for.
Great. We'll start with questions in.
Hey, Leylah, Rachel Brady from the Globe and Mail. I wonder what you felt like with that first match point, how you kind of shook that off and were able to keep going.
I honestly have no idea. Like, I was pretty disappointed with myself that I couldn't convert my first match point or my second match point. I don't know exactly how many I had in that second set, but I know I had a couple, and Storm did an excellent job in staying in the match and also fighting. And I think when the third set started, I was lucky enough that I was able to look at my box and my corner, and I just saw my dad saying, like, just keep fighting, keep working through it. Like, it's not gonna be the easiest match, and we knew that from the get-go. And that just reminded me of all the times that we had some difficulties in the training sessions, and I just went back to it, and I just started working even harder.
Mike McIntyre from Match Point Canada. Leylah Annie, considering you haven't played in over 2 months, how content or satisfied are you with the way that you performed out there tonight? And how does it feel to get your first ever National Bank Open victory?
I think I'm extremely happy that I got my first win in National Bank Open in 3 years. 3 years played against a qualifier. 3 years I lose against a qualifier. So I was happy that today I was able to get the win. And I think after not playing for 2 months, I had a lot of expectations for myself to play an amazing match, that everything's going to fall in, and like my serve, my return, my forehand's going to work like I wanted to, but it did not. And I think I was just happy the way that I was stronger mentally to accept it in certain moments and then get back to work. So it's obviously not my best level, but I was just happy that I was able to fight through all these emotions that I had for myself.
All right, Abdul Hamid from the Canadian Press.
Mm-hmm.
I did want to ask, out of curiosity, because you looked amazing out there. How did how did your conditioning feel going through like each and every set, and all those moments where you're having to fight through deuces and trying to win those ones?
Yeah, it was not easy. I haven't played a tennis match in a long time, but I've been training extremely well, long hours, trying to prepare for these matches, and I was feeling well. But we all know that a tennis match is different because you have these emotions, you have that expectation. But I think I was just happy that we were training good, and that we were able to prepare not only myself physically but mainly mentally, because mentally is the one that's gonna push me through those tough moments. It's gonna make me stronger. It's gonna make me make that decision to get through it and not get down on myself.
Hey Leylah, Vivek Jacob, Complex Canada. I was just wondering if you could take us through your emotions at the start of the match. You got that huge ovation entering the court and your introduction, and then it was a long first game. So if you could just take us through what that was like.
Yeah. When I first stepped on the court, I got goosebumps. I was so happy and excited to be playing in front of the home crowd, in front of my family, and I think that also made me very nervous. In the first game, I started making some mistakes. Storm also came in hitting some winners. So, I think it just took a little bit for me to get used to that speed and tempo of a match and not of a training. So I think I did a good job in staying composed and just not letting that first game slip, because that could have made the whole match different.
Hi, Leylah. Christina from Sportsnet here. Just wondered, what did the crowd do for you over the course of that match, do you think? And then apologies for this question, but do you prefer to go by Leylah or Leylah Annie?
Well, I do like Leylah Annie. because you can kind of make it in whole different ways. You can put it together. Leylah Annie, which is actually a beautiful Hawaiian flower. Leylah is Arabic, also like is certain like a beautiful dark night. And Leylah is also a very great song from Bryan Adams, if I'm not mistaken. And Annie is also my dad's sister. So it's like we love to play around with both names. So that's why I say like Leylah Annie is what I prefer. But the crowd did wonders for me. I was feeling their emotions. I was feeling their cheers, the energy that they were able to give me from the very first point all the way to the last. It was phenomenal. I was just super happy to feel that emotion again, feel that electricity going through my body once again, and just to leave the court with a win and knowing that the fans, the crowd helped me makes it even better.
Ask you questions in English, but Courtney at the back.
Hey, Leylah. You've had these incredibly boisterous crowds, not just, obviously you had it tonight, but in New York, in Mexico, in Paris as well, when you're engaged in these long, drawn-out fights. And I'm curious, how did this compare to that? What makes it different to get that sort of ovation, that sort of support here compared to like in New York, Mexico, Paris, wherever?
It's hard to say because all these like crowd in different countries, like they have that certain energy. Like in New York, we know it's a city that never sleeps, so we expect it to be loud, especially at midnight, 1 a.m., 2 a.m. in the morning. So like you expect that. And then in Mexico, like I've just felt so comfortable going there and playing in front of the Mexicans that I feel like they've also accepted me as like one of them. So that was like just one of like the best part. Like even though I lost like the first year I went to Mexico, but they were still cheering for me. They still gave me like the love that like made me want to play tennis again. And then here in Toronto is just like playing in front of my family, playing in front of the Canadian crowd, playing in front of all the people who have helped me, who have cheered me on throughout the years. So it's like a great way for me to say thank you to them by showing that all the years that not only I suffered but they suffered too has paid off, and hopefully that this can keep going.
And then last question in English, just
Was a bit surprised to see you entered in the doubles draw as well as the singles draw here in Toronto, given having the 2.5-month layoff with the foot injury. Can you talk about the thought process to enter both draws?
Yeah.
And after a longer match tonight, is your plan still to play with your sister tomorrow?
Yes. Yes, definitely. The thought process of playing doubles with my sister Bianca was mainly because I needed to play matches. We need to get back to that competition mode as quickly as possible. So of course I'm happy that I can play singles, but doubles help me in a lot of things. Helps me in the return of serves, volleys, returns, and also gets me into that offensive mindset of if I do like give an easy ball, there's not only just one player, there's two players on the other side who's gonna come at us. So it's just gonna help us get ready for those tough matches. Of course, it's gonna be like extra hours on the legs, but that's what we want. That's what we want to see if my body can take it. And up to now, it's going great. So I'm just happy that I have a great team behind me who's going to see and can help me make decisions. If they're tough ones, they're tough ones. But right now, I'm just super happy to be playing doubles with Bianca once again, and here in Toronto in front of the Canadian crowd.
We'll take a couple in French. Start up there.
Bonsoir, Leylah Annie.
Bonsoir.
J'aimerais savoir, évidemment, considérant le fait que tu n'as pas joué depuis plus de 2 mois, c'est quoi ton niveau de satisfaction de ton jeu et de la façon dont tu t'es battu aujourd'hui?
Bonsoir. Je suis très, très contente que j'ai pu me battre de tous les points, dès le premier jusqu'à la fin. Et bien sûr, je sais que c'était pas mon meilleur tennis, mais pour revenir après 2 mois de ne pas jouer, c'est difficile. Alors, je suis contente que j'ai pu gagner mon premier match et mon premier match ici à Toronto à la Banque Nationale. Excuse-moi.
Another question in French? Yeah.
Leylah Annie, tu parlais de cette fracture au pied, cette fracture de stress, et tu parlais surtout de la notion de santé mentale, si tu veux, de prendre soin de ton mental dans tout ce processus-là. Pourquoi mettre autant d'aspects là-dessus? On a entendu Bianca Andreescu, Rebecca Marino, et justement récemment parler justement encore plus de porter attention à cet aspect-là. Pourquoi est-ce que tu prends la mesure de ça maintenant?
Bon, on a pris mesure du mental depuis longtemps, dès que j'ai commencé à jouer au tennis, parce qu'on sait que le mental, la force mentale va nous pousser à faire des choses que même nous, on ne sait pas si on va atteindre. Alors, il y a des moments qu'on pense qu'on ne va pas pouvoir finir un match, mais mentalement, je sais que je peux, je sais que j'ai passé à travers des entraînements difficiles. Alors, ça me donne un peu plus d'énergie, une énergie de plus pour continuer. Il y a même comme un petit mot, un petit comme lettre que mon père m'a dit depuis longtemps en anglais. What the mind decides, the body follows. Alors, c'est que la tête décide, le corps suit. Alors, c'est ça qu'on se dit depuis le début, que si mentalement je peux être forte dans des moments difficiles, le corps va pouvoir suivre un peu plus facilement. Alors, j'ai pas besoin de me battre contre moi-même, mais je peux juste battre contre mon adversaire un peu plus facilement.
And then last two in French. Yeah, one each.
De poursuivre le tournoi en double et évidemment en simple, ici à Toronto, à quel point en fait, c'est quoi le rôle, à quel point est important la foule ici à Toronto pour toi?
C'est très important. Sans la foule, sans leur encouragement, je pense pas que j'aurais gagné aujourd'hui. Alors, ça joue un grand rôle aujourd'hui. Mais aussi, la foule aide à les autres joueurs pour Tennis Canada, qu'eux peuvent donner des opportunités pour les jeunes de continuer à jouer, qui peuvent voir que la foule canadienne supporte les Canadiens ici qui sont en train de jouer. Alors, ils peuvent avoir la motivation de continuer à travailler fort, continuer à suivre notre parcours pour que eux, ils peuvent aussi avoir cette opportunité de jouer en avant d'une foule canadienne, parce que c'est ça la beauté du sport, qu'on voit notre modèle en train de jouer en avant de millions de personnes, et un jour, on va faire cette décision que oui, je veux être là, je veux jouer contre les meilleures joueuses au monde, je veux avoir cette sensation de jouer contre une joueuse, mais aussi avec une foule de millions de personnes.
And last question.
Leylah Annie, sans rien enlever à ton adversaire de ce soir, c'était une joueuse qualifiée qui est quand même assez bien loin dans le classement mondial. Là, tu vas te retrouver face à la 24e mondiale. Avec la forme que tu as montrée ce soir, est-ce que tu juges que tu es au niveau que tu veux être pour te rivaliser encore une fois avec des joueurs du top 25 mondial, par exemple, là où tu as ta place?
Bon. Le niveau que j'ai montré aujourd'hui, c'était pas un niveau très haut, mais je suis contente que j'ai pu me battre. Alors, c'est ça le plus important. Puis, je sais que chaque match, je vais m'améliorer. Chaque jour, je vais m'améliorer. Puis, j'espère que mon prochain match, je vais jouer encore mieux. Puis, je peux mettre un bon spectacle pour tout le monde qui sont venus ici.
Thank you.
Thank you.